Hi everyone, I guess I am waiting for the notification to go out. Hi Candace! Are you all moved in, Candace? Hey Melanie in California. Hey Dawn. Hey Jen. Hey Trace. Hey Stacy. Hey Tanara, you're new. Hi Beverly. Hi Mama Bear. Hi Kelly. Hey Susie. Hi Susan. Hi Kimberly. Welcome. Hey Venus. Ooh, we have another Stacy, a Stacy H. Hi Sally. Susan from New Jersey. Hey neighbor. Hi Carol. Hey Cynthia. All right, you guys will have to excuse me if I sound a little nasally. Miss Leah is a little bit sick. I did take her to the pediatrician to get tested. However, it's taking so long for the results to come back that the school told us she can't come back till next week. And I caught like immediately whatever she's got. So I don't know if it's Omicron. It just feels like a cold, but she had a sore throat, sneezing, coughing, and I have head congestion, headache. So yeah, she's been homeschooling and I've been working from home this week. Thank you, Melanie. I appreciate that. That's why I'm here. Hi, Peggy from Florida. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Jen. Oh, I got 2 cards in the mail. You guys have been spamming me with birthday mail, and I am like totally like honored that you guys would do that for me and Leah. And Leah actually just surprised me. She made a video for me and one of my friends who's having a birthday here. So I'm going to post those videos for you guys. She likes to do that every once in a while. She's like, get out, I'm making you a card. And she took over, and then she's like, come down, you have to be part of my reveal. And I go, your reveal? She's like, yeah. And then I realized she was filming it. So super cute. Cute little kid. Hi, Delina. Yeah, her birthday's the 21st. Chow's birthday's the 24th, and mine is the 26th. So that whole week is birthday week, you guys. We might have giveaways that week. Thanks, Stace. All right, we got 31 people in here. All right. So what I wanted to talk about is, yes, Catherine Pooler had a brand new release that just launched yesterday. And this is my first time on the Catherine Pooler design team. She calls us ambassadors, and I'm super excited and honored. Hi, T. And I did these really, really good cards. In my opinion, probably the best cards I've ever made for a design team. I just wanted to do her proud, right? So I wanted to tell you guys, listen, I got some orders. I got 9 orders, which I'm very thankful for those orders, but I don't think people realize if you don't click on the affiliate link, we don't get paid. We don't get credit. We don't get commission. And just so you guys know, it's not a very big commission. It's literally pennies on the dollar, but I wanted to make sure that I get credit for that so that I can continue to purchase more Catherine Pooler items, share those with you guys, but also, do some giveaways. And one of the things that I wanted to do for giveaway was I wanted to buy some of those mini inks because they're going to come out with the new colors and little minis. And I like to give those away to you guys. But if I don't make money off of those purchases, then it's harder for me to justify spending my own money, right? I work. I single mom, I pay my bills with my money, so the money I put back into this hobby comes from you guys. So when you guys watch my videos, when you guys click the thumbs up, when you guys share my stuff, I have Instagram and Facebook, That gets more people to watch, but more importantly, when you click the affiliate links, that gets me a commission back from these companies, and I add all of that up at the end of the month, and I go and buy more supplies to keep this channel going. I pay for Zoom for Stamp Wars. I pay for the shipping whenever we do Stamp Wars. You know, there's 5 or 6 of us. I pay for additional supplies that we need to do giveaways and things like that. So although I appreciate you guys donating for PayPal and YouTube and all of that stuff, every little cent adds up and goes back into this channel and FSC. So please, please, please remember when you're shopping to go back and click our affiliate links, because that it doesn't cost you not 1 cent more, but it gives us credit for your sale. We're paid on commission here. So I just wanted to bring that up. But I wanted to show you guys, I have a sneeze like trying to come out and I won't let it. I wanted to show you guys the stuff that I got that I think you should, look into, that you might be interested in. So first and foremost, for those of you that are in the FSC or the Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook, we love, love, love hammer mill paper. And hammer mill is really hard to get right now. Let me show you here. So I have about a half a ream left. And this is the one I recommend, which is hard to find. Hammer mill with the gecko on there. Premium color copy paper. This particular brand, it can't just be hammer mill. It has to be this one. And I recommend 100 pound. If you can't find 100 pound, 80 pound is almost as good. But 100 pound is the best. It's not too heavy, but it's not too thin. But the big part is this paper is super smooth. So super smooth as in great for toner foiling, great for hot foiling, great for stamping, great for ink blending, great for coloring, Copic coloring. So there's a lot of different things. It's kind of the all-in-one encompassing paper. Here's a secret. I think Catherine Pooler's paper is the same manufacturer. I can't say that it is exactly the same, but I'm going to say it's pretty much a twin. So here is her paper. It is Catherine Pooler Premium Cardstock, 8.5 by 11, 20 sheets of 100 pound cover weight, ultra smooth finish. So if you're breaking this down into card front panels, you're cutting this in half or in quarters, you're going to get four panels out of it, right? So here is a piece of the hammer mill I just pulled out of the hammer mill package. Here's the Catherine Pooler, and honestly, guys, if my eyes were closed, I don't know that I could tell the difference. They're both super smooth. They're the same color. They're the same thickness. So I'm going to tell you, if you can't find that other stuff, you want to get this. Okay? So paper is always important. The second thing I wanted to share with you guys is she did come out with some new refreshed inks. So you can go to her website, and here's the thing, whether you have her inks or not, she has 2 downloadable. They're completely free. You put them in your basket, you check out, and you'll get emailed almost immediately. You'll get these color wheels, okay? And yes, I'm always fondling the paper. And yes, I did print it out on that super smooth paper. But she has 2 collections. She has what's called the Party Collection and the Spa Collection. And the Party Collection is more your brights, your high intensity colors, and you print 2 of them out, and you cut this center out, and then you put a little brad in the middle. And then you can see which of her colors go with which. But even if you have other companies' inks that are similar, hi Chris, you can still use this color wheel. Is there a dog under me? Where'd the dog go? I thought there was a dog under me. So you can say, okay, if I want to do a card, what is complementary to red? Well, I can line this up with reds, and complementary would be greens. And then she has red, red, orange, 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 yellow, 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 green, green, yellow, green, green, blue, blue, green, blue, blue, violet, violet, and red, violet. So she has this, it's pretty simple but genius for her to put all of her ink colors. And then she has a separate one for the spa collection. Again, this is completely free to go to her website and download. I know a lot of companies charge for something like this. She doesn't. Also, I don't feel you have to swatch the colors when you have this. This gives you a pretty good idea of what the colors look like. I mean, if you wanted to swatch them, you could swatch them. Yeah, so spa collection are going to be more of your toned down muted colors. They have a little bit of a gray undertone to them. So you have the brights and then you have the spa collection. And she changed 3 colors. The 3 colors used to be Mint to Be, It's a Boy, and Sweet 16. And I did a video on this and I actually made this card and I show you all the different techniques to use her inks. So I show direct to paper in the background. I show ink blending on the stencil. I show ink coloring and stamping with the dragonflies. And the new colors you can just see here as I swatch them out. Minted, Oh Boy, and 16 Candles. They're just a little bit more brighter. These are a little more gray. These are a little brighter, so they fit into the party collection better. And you can see she has updated the color chart to replace those colors. So we have Oh Boy, 16 Candles, and where's the other one? Where's Minted? Oh, here's Minted. So she's updated the color chart with those new colors. I believe the old colors are pretty much sold out. So if you don't have those old colors or you don't have re-inkers, you might want to run over there right now and look. But they are going to sell these 3 in a separate bundle and also in a mini bundle. So if you don't like the full size, you like the smaller minis, or you're new to Catherine Pooler inks, here's a great way to start off with a little 3-pack of mini inks. These are great for spring, for Easter. They're very light, and they blend. You can see here, they blend well, they color well, they stamp well. They're just wonderful inks to use, and they are hands down my favorite inks. When I'm doing most of my videos, unless I'm doing a specific design team, I am using these inks most of the time. So I can hands down say I love these, and I will recommend, because these are a spongy ink pad, the ink comes out very easily. It just a light tap will have the ink come out, but you'll see yourself reaching for these all the time. They're easier, in my opinion, to stamp with than felt ink pads because they're so juicy and spongy. So I do recommend when you're picking these up, pick up the re-inkers as well. And she has new labels on them so that you know what color are your re-inkers. They used to be just black and white, so you know, for organization's sake, she made that easier too. CCH says, I want all the inks, right? Yes. Oh, great. So many of you have downloaded this and laminated it, printed on photo paper. That was great. Yes. So this set that I used is part of the Dragonfly set, and you can get it as a bundle. And the bundle would give you, whoops. It's going to give you the stamp set. It's going to give you, I do have the dies around here somewhere. It's going to give you the dies, and it's going to give you the stencil. If you get the bundle, this is called Scribbled Circle Stencil, or you can buy it individually. I know some people don't use dies. They have a scan and cut. Some people don't like the stencil. Hey, whatever you want to do, but I'm letting you know it does come individually, or it comes as a bundle. Same thing with the inks. You can get the inks as a bundle or get them individually. I always recommend getting the bundle, get the inks and the re-inkers at the same time. But you can see this. So there is a video on this. Yeah, some people like to fussy cut. That's like yuck for me, T. I don't fussy cut. But I did do a video on this, so you can check back the playlist on this. Another new thing that she came out with this week were new blocks. And this is important because I think we all are a little spoiled by the Misty, and I love my Misty. I have the Tim Holtz, I have the Misty, and now I have the Stamparatus. But sometimes you just want to just stamp a sentiment quick or stamp an object quick, and you don't really need to get the Misty out. So I wanted to point out, this is my #1 used block. You can see that it's worn down. If you look at most of my videos, again, other than when I'm doing certain design team videos, this is the stamp block I'm using 99% of the time. What I like is a couple things. One, it's a clear block. You can see through it. It has grid lines in it. Okay, that's not really that special. What is special is not only are these edges rounded, but they're beveled. Can you see that? So when your hands go in there, you're actually holding onto the bevel. You're not just holding onto the block. And I got to tell you, I've purchased all different kinds of blocks that are out there, and the Tim Holtz ones, I'm sorry, are probably the ones I don't like because they're so thin that when I go to stamp with this, my fingers end up in the ink. So I always get inky fingers. I have this just to use for the splat, but I honestly don't like these. Yes, I bought them because, you know, Tim Holtz was selling them, and I thought, oh, they're light because stamping blocks are normally heavy. Well, these are not that heavy. They're heavy enough to stamp with them, but they are not super heavy like some other companies. Plus, these straight edges, you know, if you're doing a lot of stamping, that's pressing into your skin. You got to make sure that you're holding on to that, which is why we went with a Misty, so that we wouldn't drop our stamp blocks. But these are the perfect size. So she brought out 2 new blocks. So this is the original circle. Here is the new size circle. So you can see it's just slightly larger for some of her larger stamps. And she brought out the new square. So I only own 5 Catherine Pooler blocks. I only used to have these 3. So I had the original circle, I had the small square, and then I had this larger one. I don't know I'll have to tell you guys the size on this. And that's it. And this one I really just use to hold my elements down, like if I'm gluing something and I just want it to hold that down so it stays in place and gets glued. But I've now added these 2. So now I have 5, and I really find this, between these 2, I'll be using these the most. It'll get my bigger stamps and my smaller stamps. It is nice to have these little guys when you have little things to stamp. So if you just want to have a couple blocks to add to your stash, definitely try out the circles at least. But if you can get the 2 new ones, they are selling them as a bundle right now. So you can get those as well. So we talked about papers, we talked about inks. Let's get to the good stuff. Hi, Abraham. Oh my God, my nose is so tickly. Okay. Oh, one more new thing that you guys have seen me use, which I think is back in stock in the shop. You're going to have to, again, click my link to go check it out, is this new Rabbit Hole Designs powder tool. So you guys have all seen me use this guy, and he's been around for a long time. This is the EK Success powder tool, and basically you open this up, you put your powder in there, which is essentially cornstarch, and then you splat this down on your paper when you want to do your heat embossing, and it puts down the anti-static powder so that doesn't happen. A lot of people don't like this one because it does have a perfumey scent. Whatever they're using in here, if it's like a baby powder, whatever, there is a scent that comes on. It's very floral, it's very perfumey, and a lot of people do not like this. So Rabbit Hole Designs basically got really smart, and they use kaolin clay inside here, so there's no scent, and it's very easy to keep this stored because of the lid. So all you do is you push this forward a couple of times, and this powder will transfer out of this barrel into the center hole here, and then you can put that down on your paper. So it's a larger area versus this being a smaller area, and there is no odor to this powder like there was to that powder. So you'll see me using this way more often. This is in stock at the Catherine Pooler shop, as well as the clay refill, and all you do is unscrew this, pop this off, and put some more powder in there. So it does come with a little bit, but you're going to find yourself reaching for this a lot more. And then when you're done, you just pull this down, pull the barrel down. The bristles go nice and neat in there. You put the lid on, and then you push it back up. So your bristles will stay contained in there and not get damaged by hanging out. So a lot of advantages to that. Candace says, I have one in my makeup box and I don't wear makeup. Well, there you go. Okay, and then I want to show you guys this theme. Now, if you don't already know, welcome to my channel. I am half Asian. my mom is Korean. My daughter's father is Chinese, so my daughter is 3/4 Asian. But this stamp set blew my mind when Catherine released this. I just had to have it. So let me show you the samples that I made. There are videos for all of these samples on my channel. This is the video that I launched today. And I did some ink blending, die cut these out, and a little bit of heat embossing. So that's the one I launched today. And these two are pretty similar, where I just cut the pattern paper, die cut the lanterns. I put halo embossing powder on these, tie them on some string, and put those down. And then this one is the origami one, where I basically did the same thing. Cut the pattern paper, stamped those on origami, and you can fussy cut them, or you can use the matching dies and some sequins. So let me show you. There is 2 sets. There was an Asian set and a Parisian set. I didn't get the Parisian set as part of the design team. I got this set, but that doesn't mean I won't be shopping, because that Parisian set is super cute. The words ooh la la are so cute, and the background stamp on that is fabulous. So you'll want to go, again, check out the website. But there's an Instagram hop going on right now. If you go to my Instagram page, it's Nancy Stamps 15. You're going to like and follow me. You're going to go through the Instagram hop, and somebody's going to win a $50 gift card to Catherine Pooler Design. So make sure you go check that out as well. But that hop showcases all of the design team members, and we all got a little different mixture of what's available. And so what I got was the Lantern Festival stamp and dies. And these are high quality photopolymer stamps. You can see how nice and solid they are. These are not silicone stamps. They are high quality photopolymer stamps, so they will stain, but that means that they accept the ink better and they stamp better. They will last longer. Also, if you wanted to get the dies, it does come with, or it does, you can purchase the dies separately. I like that Catherine Pooler doesn't make you buy the dies, because it's not cheap to purchase all this together. It's a matter of convenience. But like T said, a lot of people may want to fussy cut or not use the dies, but I use the dies by themselves. Like on this guy here, I didn't do any stamping. I just used the shape of the die to cut that out. So there are things you can sometimes do with dies that you may not need the stamps, or use the stamps and not do the dies, vice versa. Lots of fun accent pieces here that you can use to decorate your lanterns, that you can use to hang your lanterns. So a lot of good ideas on the different pages. I like that I think it was Tracy used this little vine, and she put it all the way across the top of her page, and she hung her lanterns off of that. Daniel West, if you watched him, he used this little cherry blossom and kind of went across the page with the cherry blossom. So yeah, no, I didn't get the lantern, the big lantern die. Did not get that one. So that's the Lantern Festival one. The other one is the origami stamp set. I know that T wanted to have this one because here's what I liked. Not necessarily just the origami, but the font of the sentiments. Exciting news. Cheers to you. So pleased for you. What an achievement. Simply overjoyed. Happy retirement. Congratulations on all the best. The fact that it's kind of almost like printed and handwritten. Super cute. Super cute. And of course, I got the dies for that. And that's called Origami Cheers. The background stamp that I got is the Fan Dance background. Now, the background stamp is a high quality red rubber stamp on cling mount. And here's how it stamps out. Beautiful way that it stamps out. I kind of did a tone on tone here. I did use that in the background of one of my cards. We have the Kyoto Sequin Mix. And you get a wonderful variety of deep reds, gold, turquoise, blue, all kinds of colors there to go not only with this set, but I mean just to have a nice mixture of sequins. And of course they come in these cute little storage jars as well. And I want to just tell you guys, look, I love this paper so much. If you couldn't tell from my cards, I bought an extra pack. But this pattern paper really made all of my cards pop. And I just added a little bit of gold. But look at all the different patterns here that I just die cut that pattern paper out. And it made all of my cards, like, I think that's what really made this different for me, was the pattern paper. And how many times do we buy pattern paper and don't find a good use for it? Well, this pattern paper is just too pretty to say no to. And again, Chinese New Year's coming up. If you celebrate that, or you have friends that are Asian and celebrate that, it's, you know, it represents a new start. It represents good luck. It represents health, you know, and success and things like that. So there's a lot of things to be celebrated. And this paper is just a beautiful way to tie everything together. So we have the pagoda here. In fact, in Philadelphia, we have this little, like, Chinatown, and they have this beautiful kind of decorative element there when you drive into the town. Here's one of the background papers that I use. Yeah, I don't do a blog. I have Facebook, Nancy Stamps 15. I have the Foiling Snobs Club, which I help to admin. I have Instagram, which is Nancy Stamps 15. I have Pinterest. If you're not following me on Pinterest, that's also Nancy Stamps 15. I love this one. So traditional with the Asian design there. We have this beautiful cherry blossom paper. I love, love, love this paper. Love it. It's a thick, heavyweight paper. It's single-sided, so you don't have to feel like you're sacrificing one side for the other. It's heavyweight. Some nice, colorful bamboo paper. And the other thing that Catherine did was she put on here the names of the colors that coordinate with her inks. So she put on here Rouge, Polish, Mandarin, Spice, Flame, Lemongrass, Bayberry, Skylight, Juniper Breeze, or sorry, Juniper Mist, and the Kyoto Sequin Mix. So if you don't know what kind of colors to use, this is a great kind of cheat code to be able to do that. And look, I even kept all my little scraps together because I didn't want one piece to go wasted in making these. And like I said, I had to go buy another set because I loved it way too much. So I just wanted to review that with you guys. And like I said, if you could please remember to use our links when you're shopping. It does go back into my channel, my page. I know a lot of people like to say, oh yeah, I bought this and that. But you know, oftentimes it's so exciting just to go type in catherinepooler.com, but then we don't get any credit for the work that we put into it. So if you're, you know, watching any social media influencer or somebody on Instagram or Facebook and they've inspired you, Tracy, Stacy, and Chow have all put cards up, and if they've inspired you to go take a peek, just do us a favor. Normally we put a link on there. Click our link. If you're looking to buy something, just, you know, PM us and ask us for the link. We'll send you the link. We have all of the links on Foiling Snobs Club as well for all of our affiliates. A lot of times if there's a discount code, we'll share with you guys the discount code. This is a new release, so there is no discount, and Catherine Pooler rarely does discounts. But I will tell you, if you want a discount on shipping, if you join her Stamp Nation Club right now, her Stamp Nation Club is a monthly club. You can join for a month, you can join for a quarter, or you can join for a year, and you get special inside classes, inside videos. You get special discounts on her products. You get special release a day sooner on her products than everybody else in the public does. But also right now, if you join Stamp Nation, even if you only join for 1 month, I think it's $10 for the month, they will send you a code, and the code will give you free shipping in the U.S. with $50 purchases for the whole month of January. And if you wanted to, if you're in the overseas, you get a discount on your shipping. So it's not free, obviously, for overseas, but you do get a discount on your shipping. So all of that information, again, if you click my affiliate link and go on over to Catherine Puller's website. It's all over there. And she does videos on Facebook. She does videos on YouTube. And like I said, she added a couple of us as part of the video team now, as well as the extensive team she already has that's doing social media posts and blog posts and so on. So I'm very honored to be part of this. And I just wanted to thank you guys who did order, but I wanted to give you guys a chance to ask any questions you had about her products, why I love the products, you know, the inks and things like that. So if you're not familiar with her inks, again, she does sell them in full size and in minis, and you can start off with a little 4-pack of minis. Just pick the colors that you like, and if you don't like them, you know, there's really no love lost. But I will pretty much say that you'll fall in love with them. They're very easy to use. A variety of different techniques can be used on them, and you won't be disappointed. Sandy says, I'm waiting for Stamp Wars to see what kind of sabotages Stacy throws at you guys. Yes, Stacy is hosting Stamp Wars. That's this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on my channel. If you've never heard of Stamp Wars, what Stamp Wars does is my moderators and I, my admins on Foiling Snobs Club, we are given a product. So, for example, let's say we are all given this stamp set, okay? And then the sabotages are whatever the host says. So Stacy's the host, and Stacy says, okay, you guys are all given this stamp set. I know you guys all have Catherine Puller inks, so you guys all must use the 3 new colors, and you must make an origami card, okay? Oh, you got to do that. And by the way, I need you to add sequins to it. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I'm going to need you to do some heat embossing with that. Oh, yeah. And by the way, you can't use your dies. You have to fussy cut with that. Oh, yeah. By the way, you have to do it with your left hand, not your right hand. So she'll throw sabotages with us. We'll start at 8 p.m. Eastern. We normally go for almost 2 hours. We spend about 15 minutes just saying hi to everybody, catching up with everybody. And then we'll spend about an hour doing our actual product, and then we'll spend you know, half an hour just talking about what we made, what were our challenges, what did we like about it, what did we learn about the experience. And so every month we've had 17 Stamp Wars so far. We have a different sponsor. We don't know who the sponsor is until we open the package on the night of Stamp Wars, okay? So we don't know. Each one of us is picked out to contact a sponsor and reach out and explain what Stamp Wars is. And then that sponsor sends us 5 or 6 products. And if we can get a special guest, we'll try to get a special guest. But it's a lot of fun. You should definitely check it out. We definitely go big or go home. We've had a lot of fun with it. And a lot of times you guys will get some kind of a discount from the sponsor for the product. So if it's something that you've never seen before or something you're not comfortable with, it's great to go back, because then you have not only the Stamp Wars video, but you'll have follow-up videos. So we'll each make a video that week showing you how we use the product without the sabotages going on. So definitely grab your popcorn, tell your family not to bother you for 2 hours, invite your crafty friends to watch, and have a good time with it. But it is only on my channel. And it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday night, the 15th. And Stacy's going to be our host. Shaker card. Oh, no. Cynthia says she's looking forward to it. Oh, my God. Stop saying shaker cards, you guys. Well, I will tell you that I got these 2 envelopes in the mail this week. These came from 2 different people in the mail. So you can see it's 2 different handwritings. Do not open until Stamp Wars. Do not open until Stamp Wars. So they're taped. There's no way of like peeking and seeing what's in there. So we have to wait to open these until Saturday night. I said I think it's sequins for a shaker card, but I don't know. What does the sentiment on the lantern card say? Let me show you. This one says, let's celebrate good times. And I used gold embossing powder also from Catherine Pooler. She uses Wow embossing powder. This one just says simply overjoyed. Let the festivities begin. By the way, if you have a January birthday, all the best. And you join the Foiling Snobs Club card exchange, sending you good luck. You will get a birthday card from me and Tracy for your birthday. Oh, this says thank you, or sorry. Oh, I don't know what this says. Thank you. This is part of last month's release. Let me show it to you guys. Oh, there's my dragonfly dies. Why do I not have it? Oh, there it is. Fell down in the basket. Okay, so this is the World of Thanks sentiment stamp set. World of Thanks. And so this is in Korean, so it says thank you in Korean. So I thought, well, that looks really nice to go with my Asian card. Oh, Beverly got her Thanksgiving birthday. Yes. Oh my God, you guys are giving her more sabotages. No, I don't think you guys realize how mean Stacy can be. Tracy says, I like slimline cards. I'm just going to put these guys in here. I like to keep my dies with my stamp set. That way I don't lose them. Flight of the Dragonfly. Oh, I wanted to also tell you, there is a Get It All bundle. So if you wanted to get all of the new release, which would include the, I think it's it's Global Adventures Part 2. So if you get that, it does include the full size of the 3 new colors on the ink pads, by the way. So if you get the I Want It All bundle, it does include the new ink pads. Yes. Anna's birthday is Wednesday the 19th. I don't know if Anna was on my list. I hope you did a card swap, Anna. I mailed all those cards out today. No, I did not. I did not leave the house today. They'll get mailed out tomorrow. I meant to mail them out today, but... Thank you, Laura. All right. You guys got any questions? I was going to, like, maybe throw a card together. Should we do that? Should we? Oh, my gosh. This tickle in my nose is driving me crazy, you guys. So, yeah, you get the Asian and the Paris collection in the Want It All. Shove a tissue up your nose. I know. It's not dripping, though. It's just tickling me. So, I saw some pretty cool designs. Oops, that's way too short. I need that bigger. It needs to be bigger, she said. I think these are all... Okay, that'll work. That'll work. I saw some really, really cool designs from the design team members. I'm going to do something kind kind of simple here. This is a red rubber cling stamp, so I can just put it down on my paper there. So how you join the card swap is at the beginning of every month. We just closed the January card swap. We will put a theme up, and the theme is listed a year in advance. We have not changed the theme. Hi, Jim. The theme is listed a year in advance, and we try to do it a month ahead of whatever's coming up, because what we do is we swap about 4 or 5 cards per person. So you're going to mail 4 or 5 cards out. You're going to get 4 or 5 cards back, and it's a month ahead of time. So like this month's theme is love, missing you, Valentine's, whatever. So that way you mail the cards out by the 20th. So if you mail your cards out by January 20th, the idea is everybody gets their cards by the end of January. And if you send your cards blank, you don't have to fill the cards out. People can actually use those cards in February as their Valentine's cards, if you mailed out that Valentine's card. So it helps build up your card stash. It helps you see other people's designs. It helps you get better with your card making. And it helps our team just grow stronger by meeting other people and you get cards all over the world: Canada, Australia, Germany, England, Netherlands, obviously all over the US. And then we don't share your personal information or anything like that. We keep all that private to the FSC. But Tracy and I, we get the month of your birthday so that we can send you a birthday card. Abraham says, that makes no sense because I would need to start Valentine's in December. That makes no sense, Abraham. Why would you're only making 4 or 5 cards. You can make everybody the exact same card. Why would you need 3 months to make a card? So Stacy, to get notification on Stamp Wars, same thing, you want to follow us on Foiling Snobs Club, or just make sure that you are following my channel and you have the bell on for notifications so that you know when I'm posting a new video. Yeah, Leanne, Leah had that too. She had the sore throat. I want to use traditional, I think I want to use traditional Asian colors here. So I'm going to use, do I want Cranberry Fizz? No, I'm going to go Rockin' Red. T says, just make 1,000 random cards. Ready to go. Yeah, we tell you way in advance what the theme is going to be, because some people go on vacation and they want to make their cards in advance. But the rule is just make sure you get them mailed out by the 20th. And we give you a couple of different themes for every month because, you know, maybe like me, I don't like making Valentine's cards. I don't make Valentine's cards. I don't invest in Valentine's cards. I don't do Valentine's, okay? And this is just a Nancy thing that's been going on forever. But maybe you're somebody who loves Valentine's, so you want to do Valentine's. That's fine. You do you, boo. But we give it to you in advance so that you have a couple of different options on what you want to do. And also then, you know, if you want to change it up and do snarky cards, snarky's always available as an option, so you can do that. I am just inking this and I'm going to cut this down, so don't worry about the ink getting on the back. Oh, T, remind me, I want to show you the Stamp-A-Majig because I saw you using your wooden stamps the other day. Oh, look at that. It's pretty. Okay. Yes, I want to show you the Stamp-A-Majig, T. Stamp-A-Majig. Look, now my stamp is clean. It goes on this thing. I can throw it back in my basket now. I'm going to be really simple with this. What I saw a lot of the team members doing is they were stamping these and not coloring them at all. It's a very simplistic look. And I was like, that's cool. Like just black and white? What? Why did I make it so hard on myself? And I'm just going to use this one flower. That's all we're going to do. And no, I'm not going to use black ink because I don't want to stain my stamp. I'm going to use blackjack. I probably over inked that. It's very easy to do. This is a Tombow pen. And I'm going to use that same Rockin' Red. Is that crooked? Can I use that whole thing? It is slightly crooked. I'm going to cut that down. Don't worry, if you missed January, it is the beginning of the year, so you have plenty of time to sign up for the next one, which will pop up February 1st. All right, let's line this up. I'm using my grid lines to line up my stamped area straight, and then once that's straight, I can cut these guys straight. Now it's straight. All right, so I'm going to bring in a little bit of green tea and lemongrass. And you just take this pen and you dip it just slightly, the edge into your ink pad, and it becomes any color ink you want. You don't have to have all these markers. And then when you're done coloring, you just take a scrap piece of paper and you scribble it until it goes clear again. And it will run clear again after you scribble that ink off. Okay, so now it's clear. So now I can go in with lemongrass. And I started down at the base and I'm pulling that color up to the top so that it gets lighter. You can see. And I'm going to bring some more of that lemongrass in. I want it more concentrated towards the bottom here. And I'm going to bring a little bit of red in. You can even just take the ink off the lid there. And it mixes and makes this beautiful kind of orangey color. And then, like I said, when I'm done with the excess, I just wipe that off. Ta-da! So simple, so easy to do. And let's pick a sentiment. but cheers to you. I'll put this on my new block. I can line it up. Yes, this is also in the Catherine Pooler shop. Sorry, it is the Tombow water-based ABT marker. And it has a fine point and a brush point. And you only need one. It lasts forever, you guys. But that is also in Catherine Pooler's shop. So if you are shopping, you might as well get it. All right. I will then just glue this together. See how easy and simple that was to make a little bitty card. The only thing I stamped was the background. Ta-da! Obviously, that's a quickie card. That's not like put half an hour into it, but still. Sometimes that's all you need. All right, so I wanted to show T, because T had bought all of these wooden stamps from market or something, right, T? And they are all mounted on blocks. So T was like, okay, how am I going to use these? Let me put these things away here. So since T doesn't have a Stamp-A-Majig, I'm going to show you guys what a Stamp-A-Majig does and how you can kind of make your own. So that way, if you do have wooden stamps and you don't want to unmount them, you have another option. All right. So, what is a Stamp-A-Majig? And you can probably find this online. Here is a Stamp-A-Majig. A Stamp-A-Majig is basically a 90-degree frame with a piece of acetate. I'm going to show you what you need a Stamp-A-Majig for. Yeah, that's what I said. You could use your T-ruler. So let's say I have these two wooden stamps, okay? And I want to make sure this is in the middle of the paper, and I want to make sure that my B is here. Well, when you're stamping a wooden stamp, you can't see through it, so I can guess I could stamp this down and then stamp that down, but what if I stamp this too far off or too in the middle or whatever, right? So this is what you would do. With a Stamp-A-Majig, you're going to get perfect placement because this has a smooth side and it has a little bit of a rough side. You want it on the smooth side. You can make this on your own with a T-ruler. What's a T-ruler? Hold on. I do have one. You can make this with a T-ruler and a piece of acetate. Or you don't even really need the T-ruler so much as the acetate. Well, you do need the T-ruler if you're using, sorry, let me correct myself. You do need the T-ruler if you are using block stamps, because that's what aligns everything for you. Okay, so I'll show you how the original works and then I'll show you how this other guy works. Okay, so Or you can also use your MISTI, but you would use your MISTI open, not closed. So one of the things you can do is unmount these stamps. So you can actually take these, run them through the microwave for 30 seconds, and this will soften the adhesive on the stamp, and these will pull off. The problem is then these become sticky, and you have to decide, do I want to remount them or use them sticky like this, or use glue like Tombow multi-glue. So this glue is actually pretty good because this Tombow multi-liquid glue, the green, it dries and it's still tacky. So you can just rip these off and then put that glue on there and let it dry, and it'll be tacky. Or you can get what's called mounting foam, and mounting foam is a little bit expensive. So how mounting foam comes, easy mount foam, and this is in my Amazon shop. Cling mount is you basically trace, I have two pieces stuck together here. You trace the stamp. Once you unmount this from the wood, you trace it on here, and then you stick that to the rubber, and you throw the block away or use the block as firewood, whatever you want to do with the blocks. What this is going to do is remove it from the block. You'll have a rubber mount stamp, and one side will be sticky to stick to the stamp, and the other side is cling mount. So this will stick to your acrylic blocks, or it'll stick. See, this is not sticky. It's just smooth. But it will stick to your acrylic blocks, or it'll stick to your MISTI, or whatever other stamping tool you want to use. So a lot of people do buy this. It takes a while to unmount your wooden stamps. Honestly, I did a few of them, but most of my wooden stamps, I just like the nostalgia of having it on wood. And so I never finished unmounting them. So you can do that. But if you don't want to do that and you want to use wood stamps, here's where the Stamp-A-Majig comes into place. So here's my paper. Here's my clear piece of acetate, shiny side up. Here is my placement guide. So this placement guide, I'm going to butt everything up into the corner. So my paper's butted up to the corner. My acetate is butted up to the corner. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. And then I'm going to butt the stamp up into the corner, or let me correct myself. I'm going to put my stamp where I think I want it. Is this light in the way? Okay. So I want this in the middle of my page. So I'm going to stamp this right here in the middle of my page. To duplicate that, I need to put this up into the corner of the stamp where I want it. Okay. I'm going to then remove the stamp, but I want to leave this in its position. So I know that's where I want it. That's where that goes. You can then carefully remove your acetate. And normally I would remove that. You're going to put your paper where you want it. Now when we re-ink with this, it should line up into that same spot. So we're going to put the paper into where we want it there and then stamp that. Here's where it becomes tricky. Let me just move this and clean it out of the way. When you want to line it back up again, you kind of have to, you know what would help with this? That magic magnetic mat would help with that. So I'm just going to stamp this down so we have it in position. This also helps if you have a stamp that doesn't stamp very good and you need to stamp it again. That's where this helps. Okay, so now I don't know where I want my bee to go. So I'm going to put my acetate over my bee. And I'm going to figure out where do I want my bee. So in this case, I want my bee right there. So I need to move my Stamp-A-Majig so that my bee butts up in the corner. That's where I want my stamp to go. Stamp-A-Majig and the bee right there. I'm going to put my acetate in place. And I'm going to stamp on the acetate right up to the corner. Boom. Okay, now, I don't like it there. I can adjust this acetate to wherever I want it, because I know putting the Stamp-A-Majig and the stamp up in that corner, stamps my bee. So let's say I change my mind and I want it down here. Now I put this in the corner. That's where I want it to stamp. I pull the plastic out. And I now, actually, I'm going to use black ink for him because he is going to, I want him to be fairly dark. So again, I'm going to check my placement. I now want my bee down here. I'm going to put my Stamp-A-Majig right up to the corner there. I'm going to butt it up. I'm going to remove my plastic. And now I'm going to stamp my stamp right up into the corner. See how that aligns it? That's the only way to do that, is to have this guy tell you where the stamp needs to go. But the acetate is your guide. So let me show you that again. I think I over-explained it. Let me try to make it a little easier. So I'm going to do it with this paper here. Come on. Grab another piece of paper. Grab another piece of paper. Okay, so here's a piece of paper. And I want my bee to be right in the middle. I want my bee to stamp right here. I'm just going to make like a little bee bookmark or something. So I'm going to take, this is just a piece of acetate. And I'm going to take my T-ruler. This is kind of your homemade Stamp-A-Majig here. And I'm going to butt that piece of acetate right up to the corner there. And I'm going to know that if I ink this up, and I stamp this straight down into the corner, that's where that's going to go. So now I can put this, all right, I want this guy to go right here in the middle, like right there, right? Now I bring my T-ruler, I line my T-ruler all the way up to the corner of that acetate, so it butts up against it. And you can do a practice stamp if you're not sure. Leave that acetate on there. You can practice this on the acetate. You, like, turn it here this way and do a practice. Okay, that's where I want it. So now I can remove the acetate. Try not to bump it. And there it is. So you're using the acetate to give you the positioning, but you're actually using the T ruler or T square, whatever you have, to line up the placement with the corners of the blocks. Does that make sense, T? So you can buy this. It's called a Stamp-A-Majig. It's fairly inexpensive. It's nice because it has these little grippies so that it doesn't slide all over the place. And this piece of plastic is pretty heavy duty, but you guys are pretty handy. You have these kinds of art supplies at home. You all have acetate, and you just want to wipe your acetate down when you're done with it. That's all. And then obviously clean your stamps and things like that. So it's pretty easy to do if you have wooden stamps that you want to use, or you're thrift storing, or your salvage army, or you just got, you know, 25 bucks worth of stamps off of eBay, whatever. You don't have to unmount these. You just need a T-ruler, and you just butt that right up against it. And then that'll give you your placement. Yeah, Mylar, acetate, whatever you got. That's all this is. This is just a piece of, you know, we use this all the time when we're doing rubber stamps because we want to make sure that certain things look good before we stamp them down, especially when we're using the MISTI. You can use this same thing if you have the MISTI corners. That kind of works in the same way. So the MISTI corners are these little things, right? You don't have to use the door of your MISTI. If you have these MISTI corners, you do the same thing. So I have my MISTI corner, and I want to put a piece of acetate down with that. Let's say I want to do the same thing. I want to stamp this flower up. ink it up. Well, unmounting them can get quite expensive, so this is another option. Okay, have that. Then I'm going to bring any piece of acetate into this. Well, I'm going to bring my bee in. And let's say, again, I do want my bee right there. So I would bring this in and kind of use my misty corner to line it up. So let's say I want to line. As long as you have that corner, that's all you need. I want my stamp to go right here. So I'm going to bring my acetate in. Stamp on the acetate. I'm trying not to move my misty corner, and it has magnets, so that helps it. And I just smeared it. And then I say, okay, that's where I want it. So there we go. So you just need a square edge, a corner to help you so that this butts up against that. That's all. And then you go coloring about your business. Yeah, so a lot of people stop using their wooden stamps because we get so used to repositioning our clear stamps that the red rubber stamps or wooden stamps get kind of put by the wayside. But you can use that little piece of acetate with your block stamps, just like you do with your red rubber cling stamps. I mean, we unmount these all the time. Like I said, you can see most of them are fairly easy to come off. And then I can either put that tombow, I can put this glue on there and it will dry and it will be tacky, or I can unmount this completely or just leave it like this and put that cling mount on there. So it's just personal preference. And then I used to throw the blocks away and give the blocks to my kids. Now, sometimes when you make your own stamps, because I have a stamp maker, I keep the blocks and put my homemade stamps on the blocks. All right, that's all I got. Sorry to go off on a tangent there. But I wanted to thank you guys again for supporting me with my Catherine Pooler journey. A lot more things to come. There is a new release coming out tomorrow from Spellbinders. So I have quite a few videos coming out tomorrow and over the weekend for Spellbinders. A lot of good stuff, you guys. You want a sneak peek at that stuff? You tell me. If you say, shut up, Nance, we're going to bed, I will be quiet and go away. But if you say, show me what's coming, I will show you. I'm going to save these because now I can color these in. Oh, they want to see the Spellbinders goodies. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me move these things off the desk. Okay, where is my Spellbinder stuff? I feel like I gave a lot of it away already. I did. I made all the pretty things, and then I shared all the pretty things. Okay, hold on. Oops, that's February's. Can't see that one yet. I think that's that's most of the Spellbinder stuff that I have videos coming out, like I said, over the next couple of days for these. All will be released tomorrow. Not that one. One of them, I'm pretty sure I gave away already. I think I sent it out. Already. Somebody already got one. Okay. All right. So one of the things that they've come out with in the last release that I showed you guys was the Be Bold color block letters. And I did love, and this is just a friendly reminder, if you are doing your Valentine's cards, the love word die uses an A2 size card size and makes this beautiful word love, and it actually comes with love and you. So I did do a video on this. You can go back and check that under the Spellbinders playlist. So here's love you. Here's another one I did, and I added some of the other love you more is another sentiment set you can get. So you have love you more dies, and you have the love. So these are part of the last release, but I just wanted to remind you Valentine's Day is coming up. So if you want something like that, you can get that. The new ones that are part of this are birthday and thank you. So here's the birthday one. And I made a couple of these and gave them out already. But it comes with the birthday and happy. And this is a traditional slimline. So we have Be Bold Love, Be Bold Birthday. And we have a mini slimline, which is thank you. And I did have a thank you sentiment, but gave it away already. So somebody already got one of these cards. So this is going to be mini slimline. So you have full slimline, mini slimline, and A2 size with these big bold letters. They're very easy to use. They all come with you, thank you, love you, and then birthday comes with happy. And speaking of slimline, they now have new slimline dies and new A2 dies. So here are the slimline dies. And I do have the A2 dies. I may have put them away already, but the A2 card dies. So Spellbinders has these now in slimline, mini slimline, and A2 size. So if you are, again, new to card making and you struggle to cut your cards down or your layers to match, these are great to have all of these different size dies for that. Are the U and the same for both of the different fonts? You know what? I didn't look at that, but I think they are. So here's thank you, and here love you. I think they are the same. Yeah, they're exactly the same. Here's the other thing. You have all of these different letters. If you can make other words out of them, you could do that. But they are different sizes. Okay. And again, I hate to keep harping, but please remember to use my Spellbinders link if you're going to purchase any of these. Okay, so there's love, there's birthday, there's thank you, there's new slimline border dies, new mini slimline dies, and new A2 size dies. There are brand new gems. These are called the Color Essential Gems. I only have 2 here, but there's a whole collection of them. These are the AB ones, which are prismatic. So I have Prism and Spectrum, but they're a lot of fun. This is the new Magnolia Glimmer plates, and you're going to get with that. I don't think I did a video on this one. But you get these mini magnolia flowers and the leaves that you can run through your glimmer machine, and the dies to cut them out. And then these are the thin line sentiments, and they're really cool because you get happy birthday, thank you, for you, love, just a note, best wishes, congrats, hello. All of these little thin line sentiments, they cut out beautifully and look really pretty. And that is using the slimline dies on this card. So that's some there. They have a new glimmer plate, which is a diagonal glimmer plate, so that you can get these diagonal foiled stripes. These two I was really happy to do a card together. So we have the Yana Smakula Splatter Sentiments, and the Splatter Sentiments are glimmer plates. So you get this birthday, happy, thank you, birthday wishes, sorry. And then you get these splatters, and I did this in rainbow foil, and of course the video is recorded for this. But there's also a Yana Smakula Sentiments, and those sentiments cut out perfectly with the glimmer. So I was really happy to see that. So if you purchase both of those sets, and I do show that in my videos, the glimmer one has this full on border plate, so you can border foil that like I did there with the rainbow foil. And then you have thanks. So this is Splatter Sentiments. And like I said, these all go on sale tomorrow. This is literally how they send it to me, you guys, in a little baggie. And I have to figure out what it is. So it says, thanks. You have for your support. Wishes. Here's some of the little splatters. So you can put the splatters anywhere you want them. Here is birthday. For your friendship, on your happy, and more splatters, and you get the border. So you get quite a lot of little pieces here for your glimmer machine, and it's a lot of fun and easy to make that birthday card or thank you card and foil it. But she also has these Yana sentiments, and they cut out what I just showed you, the happy birthday. See how it's the exact same font? So if you don't do glimmer, you don't need this. If you do glimmer, I'm going to recommend getting both, because here I glimmered the thanks and I was able to cut them out. So you can cut out the thanks or die cut the shadow layer, and then there's happy birthday as well. So I think it's nice to get both sets if you do foiling, because then you have your foiling and you have the shadow dies. You don't get the shadow dies with just the glimmer set. So that's a lot of fun. And it's a fun scripty sentiment, which you don't really get to see too much except at Spellbinders. So I like that. And I like that you get the inside die and the shadow die. So a lot of good stuff coming out in the release. Like I said, I have quite a few videos coming out tomorrow, so hopefully you guys will go check those out if you're interested in any of those products. I like to get a couple of glimmer products at a time so I can build up my stash, especially when it comes to happy birthday and thanks. These are the cards I make the most. Again, happy birthday cards go out to FSC members every month. Thank you cards go out to you guys that donate to PayPal for the shows, to the sponsors of the Stamp Wars shows and things like that. We always send thank you cards out. So these are really easy and fun to do. This paper, what video did I do live where I sopped up the extra ink colors? That's this paper. This was just that spare paper. I sopped up the extra ink colors, and I just put a foiled thanks on there, cut it out, and put some of those new gems on there. Isn't that pretty? Who wouldn't want this birthday card? This is a embossing folder from Spellbinders. This is Stars embossing folder. Yeah, so a lot of fun things in this release from Spellbinders. Hopefully you guys will go and check that out. And yeah, I will have the videos for you guys if you want to do, if you need any tutorials or you need any help kind of sorting through it. That's what I'm here to do. Any questions? I'm going to put this in the birthday pile, so if somebody needs a birthday card. Tracy just joined the Glimmers Hot Foil of the Month Club. I can tell you I have the February set, and it's super cute. There's some more glimmer stuff coming out in February that is really cool. I did not get to make a video for the striped one yet, but that doesn't mean I won't. I just haven't done it yet. And these gems are just super pretty. I love gems. I love them. They're sticky back already, so boom, boom, boom. Put them on your card and you're ready to go. Ooh, I think I'll send this to my special friend for her birthday. Ooh. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching my videos. If you didn't get a chance to watch my videos, you can always go do that, you know, lunch break, can't go to sleep, if your husband or spouse is annoying you and you just want to pretend like you're listening to them, but really you're not, it's the perfect time to go watch my videos. This is not the January set. The January set I already mailed out. But the January set were the folk hearts. So you can go check those videos. I have a whole playlist that's dedicated to Spellbinders. So you can go check that if you go to the home page on YouTube. So if you go to my home page and you go here to playlists, if you guys aren't sure what videos I've done, if you go to videos, that'll show you the newest videos. So here are the videos that have come up in the last few days. Here's Us Now, Lantern Festival, Parasols and Pagodas, Origami Cheers, Gemini Foiling, Sweetheart Daisies by Kitchen Sink Stamps, Spellbinders Foiling. Here's the new ink video. So right here, Spellbinders January Clear Stamp and Die of the Month and Spellbinders January Glimmer of the Month. So if you go to the homepage and click videos, that'll show you all the videos in order of when they were live. If you go to playlist, if there's a specific thing you're looking for, I have my videos categorized. So Simon Hurley, who also has a release coming out on the 19th, Spellbinders, Local King Rubber Stamps, Fairies, Scan and Cut, Stamp Wars, Catherine Pooler, Altenew, Pan Pastel. So I tried to put everything in some kind of a folder. Kitchen Sink Stamps, hot foiling, toner foiling. It's all in there. And if I don't know where to put it, it goes and mix it up. So yeah, so that way, if you're specifically interested in Spellbinders, you can go to Spellbinders and you will see all of the Spellbinders videos I've done. And you can categorize how you want this order to go in. You can click on sort and you can go date added, newest to oldest. And there you're going to see the new ones. And those are all going to go live tomorrow. So hopefully that helps you navigate through YouTube. Okay, guys, I do have to get my little girl to bed, give her some cold medicine, take another dose of Sudafed for myself. And I will catch you guys this weekend for Stamp Wars right here, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see what kind of sabotages Miss Stacy has up her sleeve. Good night, guys. Go do your shopping. Don't forget to click those links for Spellbinders and Catherine Pooler.